All right, guys. Sorry I couldn't be there today. My son is sick, and so I had to stay home with him. We're going to try doing this with videos and see how that works. I have 4 examples. I'm going to try to make it into 2 videos. There's 2 of each kind of problem. So I'll try to make them short and sweet and get to the point. All right, problem A says 6x to the third minus 21x squared minus 12x. This is a trinomial just like the ones we've been working on, but the difference you're going to notice is, or maybe you won't notice, is there's actually a GCF involved right away, and that will cause some problems. We only use that product sum chart when it's an x to the second, but if you look at this problem, it's an x to the third, and actually there's an x squared here, there's an x. They all have an x in common. And what other number do they all have in common? You should see that that is a 3. So let's do the first type of factoring, factor by GCF that we learned. There's a 3 and an x in common, so let's pull that out. If I do that, that will leave me with 2x squared minus 7x and minus 4. All right, so now all we have to do is we're going to do the product sum chart on this thing right here, the trinomial that's left. I like to draw a line down here and just put my 3x down at the bottom so I don't lose it. And now forget about it and do the other problem. All right, my product sum chart sets up with 2 times negative 4 would give me a negative 8 there. Negative 7 on the right side. All right, that says 1 of each. That's the first negative sign. And then it says bigs are negative. So let's get our combinations. That's 1 and 8. It is 2 and 4. I need 1 positive, 1 negative, and it said make the bigs negative, so that would be like this. Combination that works is 1 and negative 8. All right, so just like we've done before, 2x squared stays. I'm going to gain a 1x, a minus 8x, and then it will have minus 4 at the end. Here's one of those that I need to slash and dash before I group. First group just has an x coming out, which will leave me with 2x and plus 1. Second group has a negative because it starts with a negative and a 4 in common. And so that would leave me with 2x, and negative 4 divided by negative 4 is positive 1. So now I'm ready to write my answer. I guess I'm going to skip a line here. I want to put it right next to this red 3x. It's going to be x minus 4 and 2x plus 1. And so your answer is not just the 2 black pieces, it also has that red thing, the red 3x out front with it. Okay, so the new wrinkle for today is you have to be very careful and look for a GCF to start with. All right, here's problem B. Negative 2x to the third. Okay, that's already a red flag because I only do the product sum chart with squareds. So negative 2x to the third plus 12x squared and minus 10x. All right, you should have seen right away, I hope, that they all have an x in common. They all have a 2 in common also, and since the first piece is negative, I'm not just going to pull out a 2, I'm going to pull out a negative 2 and an x. All right, if I do that, let's see what happens. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is just positive 1, and I took one of the x's away, so that's x squared. 12x divided by negative 2 would be negative 6. I had 2 x's, took one away, so I just have negative 6x. And then negative 10 divided by negative 2 is positive 5, and I took its x away, so I should be done there. All right, let me slide this over just a little bit and see if I can keep both problems on here at one time. I'm going to draw my line down here, and I'm going to put my negative 2x down as part of my answer already so that I don't lose it. I guess it should be up a line. Negative 2x right there. All right, product sum chart over here to the right. 1 times 15 is just 15 for the left, and a negative 6 on the right. Okay, that says both because it's positive in front, and both what? Both negative. So 1 and 15 is a choice. 3 and 5 is a choice. Wait, I don't know why I have a 15 there. Negative 10 divided by negative 2 should have been positive 5. So we're not doing 15 here. We're doing 5. I thought about going back and editing that video and changing it, but we're just going to leave it like it is. My product sum chart should be a 5 with a negative 6. Still both negative. The only combination is 1 and 5. They're both negative. And there we go. That one's going to work. All right, so let's go ahead and finish the factoring now. It's going to say x squared minus 1x minus 5x and plus 5. All right, I got to slash and dash this middle thing again. That seems to be happening a lot. And then we're going to group it. So if I group these together, first group only has an x coming out. Put that black like I had on the other ones. And then we would be left with x and minus 1. The second group has a negative, first of all, and they have a 5 in common, so a negative 5's coming out. And it will leave me with an x, and 5 divided by negative 5 is negative 1. All right, put it down as your answer, x minus 5 with x minus 1. And so now my answer is not simply just the two binomials, it has all three pieces. So be careful. That's how I'm going to start trying to fool you from now on, is by hiding a GCF there first, and then you have to pull that out and do the rest of the steps you already know. All right, I'm going to make another video for the second type. Good luck with these.